from class 11th, where the Cramer's rule we are going to discuss today. What is Cramer's rule? And we will see some applications of this Cramer's rule today. Okay, so here into this, yeah, I think it's visible to you now. Yes, perfectly fine. So in the Cramer's rule, what is Cramer's rule? So the point of intersection is given by the Cramer's rule using the determinant format, right? So to obtain the point of intersection of two straight lines, it can be done for n lines also. But let us say if two straight lines are given to you, if this is straight line 1, right? If this is straight line 1 and another is the second straight line, maybe this one, right? Then these two straight lines, if they are having the equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, this is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. If this is the equation of this line and the second line is having the equation a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, then what Cramer's rule say, by using the determinant format we can find out the point of intersection. Let us say this is the point of intersection and P is the coordinate, P is that point, and coordinate of this point is nothing but x and y. If these are the coordinates of a point of intersection, then from Cramer's rule the point of intersection can be given as, the point of intersection is given by x by determinant format of leave the coefficient of leave the x and consider the coefficient of other two, that is b1 and c1 from the first equation and b2 and c2 from the second equation. So this can be written like this: b1 and c1 and b2 and c2, and this is equal to minus y times just leave the y and you can take the coefficient of x and constant. So these are here a1 c1 and a2 c2, right? a2 c2, right? This is equal to 1 by the constant. If you are taking the constant one, then you can hide the c1 c2 and take the coefficient of x and y from the both two equations, and these are a1 b1 and a2 b2, right? So this is given by a1 b1 and a2 b2, right? So the order of these discriminants over here is 2 cross 2, you can see over here, and this will give you the value of x. The value of x is calculated from here, as if this determinant is going into the numerator, then b1 c1 by b2 c2, this going into the RHS numerator divided by this one which is already present. We have equated this x by this and 1 by this determinant, right? So this will be a1 a2 and b1 b2, right? So this will give you the value of x, right? That is, from here we can write b1 times c2, you can see here b1 times c2 minus b2 times c1 divided by here a1 times b2 minus a2 times b1. So this is the coordinate of x, this is the coordinate of x, right? This is the coordinate of x. Now similarly the coordinate of y is evaluated. How? Just take this equation, right? So since this minus sign can be shifted over here into the RHS, and we have this denominator of y will be going to the numerator of the RHS, denominator of LHS from y is going into the numerator of LHS. So this will be A1 C1 A2 C2 into the determinant format divided by here the denominator of 1, that is A1 B1 and A2 B2. This is A1 B1 and A2 B2, right? So this will be giving you minus times A1 C2 C2 minus A2 C1, right, divided by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. This was same for x also, the denominator was same. So here you can see A1 B2 minus A2 B1 and A1 C2 minus A2 C1 with a minus sign. So this will give you the coordinate of y, right? This will give you the coordinate of y. This is Cramer's rule. This is Cramer's rule. So for any equation with maybe n variables, and n equations can be solved in this format, but the determinant, the order of the determinant will be changing correspondingly. Suppose here we have two equations, so that's why here we have a determinant of 2 cross 2, 2 rows 2 columns, right? If there will having three equations a1x b1y like this, and maybe their third equation a2 a3x b3y plus c3 equal to 0, then here the determinant would be 3 cross 3 of the order 3 cross 3, right? So students, in this way we can see that any such questions can be solved, right? Now let us take one example on it so that it will be easier to solve, right? So when we take example on it, the question which I have taken for today is that if the straight line drawn through the point P root 3 2, a point given to you that is P, and the coefficient and the coordinates of this are given to you is root 3 and 2, and if the straight line drawn through it, let us say this is the straight line drawn through it, right? This is the straight line drawn through P, right? And into this question it has been said that if the straight line drawn through P root 3 2 and making an angle of pi by 6 with the x-axis, and this line is making an angle of pi by 6 with the x-axis. So if this is the x-axis, right, then the angle made over here by this line with positive x-axis is nothing but pi by 6, right? This is the question, and here it meets the line root 3x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0 at q. So this is intersecting with another line, right? Let us say this is another line, okay? And for this line, the equation of this line is given to you as root 3x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0. Now we need to find, and the point of intersection is happening at Q. This is happening at Q. We are going to find the length of this PQ. This is the question to us. What is the length of PQ? That need to be calculated, right? So students, into this case, if this is P, this is Q, let us assume the coordinates of Q are x and y, because the point of intersection is given by Cramer's rule, that is x by determinant format of the coefficients of the corresponding variable and the constant term, and it can be written like this, right? So we will be using the same, but here you can see root 3 2 is one of the coordinates through which this line is passing. So what we will do, we will simply evaluate the equation of the above line, because the green line equation is already given to you, and for this tan theta, tan of pi by 6, for this line I am saying tan of pi by 6 can be written as the slope of the line, that is y minus 2 divided by x minus root 3 abscissa ordinate, right? So this will give you, since tan pi by 6 is nothing but 180 by 6, that is 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. This is tan of 30 degree. Tan pi by 6 is tan of 30 degree, and the value of this is 1 by root 3, and this is equal to here y minus 2 divided by x minus root 3. So this will give you, so I am just evaluating it. So this will be 1 into x minus root 3 is equal 1 into x minus root 3 is equal to y minus 2 times root 3, right? So this will give you x minus root 3 is equal to root 3y minus 2 root 3, and when you further solve it, it will be x minus root 3y, x minus root 3y, this minus 2 root 3 coming into the LHS, right? So this will be plus 2 root 3 and minus root 3. This will be plus root 3, right? So this is the equation which is derived for the second line, and this line is nothing but x minus root 3y. The equation of this is x minus root 3y, which we have derived, plus root 3 is equal to 0. So this is one of the equation, right? And this is the second equation. So these two lines are available with us, and for these two lines we need to find the point of intersection, that is Q. Q is the point of intersection, right? Q is the point of intersection. You can see here, this Q is the point of intersection that we need to find. So just apply the Cramer's rule and find the coordinates of x and y first. So from here we can see the value of x. The value of x can be calculated b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Just apply the Cramer's, and here the point of intersection of Q having coordinates x and y can be calculated, and x as equal to, just use this, b1 c2 minus b2 c1, right? So b1 is what? Minus root 3, right? So it is minus root 3 b1 into c2. What is c2? c2 over here is, you can see, 8, right? Minus root 3 into 8, right? Minus b2 c1, minus b2 into c1. What is b2? b2 is minus root 3 and minus root 3. b2 is, no, b2 is minus 4 over here. This is the first equation, this is the second equation. So minus 4 into the into b2 into c1, minus 4 into root 3. So this will be minus minus plus 4 root 3, right? Divided by what? You can see a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So a1 b2 will be 1 into minus 4, 1 into minus 4, then minus a2 b1. What is a2 b1? a2 b1 is 3 into minus root 3 plus 3 into minus root 3. So minus a2 b1. So again the minus sign will be there, right? So this will be giving you the coordinates of x, and this is minus 8 root 3 plus 4 root 3, that is minus 4 root 3 divided by minus 4 minus minus plus 3, that is minus 1. So the coordinate of x is calculated, and that is equal to minus minus will be cancelled, and x equal to nothing but 4 times root 3, right? This is evaluated. X is evaluated, right? Now, take the value of, now, similarly, you find the value of y using the same relation. So the value of y can be identified. Let me write it over here. Y is minus times a1c2 minus a2c1 minus times a1c2. What is a1? a1 is 1, c2 is 8. So this is 1 into 8 a1c2 minus a2c1. What is a2? a2 is 3, c1 is root 3 minus 3 root 3, right? Minus a2c1. That means a2 is a2 is a2 is root 3, not 3, it's root 3 a2, and c1 is root 3. So root 3 into root 3 here, right? Divided by, you can see into the denominator, a1 b2 minus a2 b1. a1 b2. What is a1? It's 1 into b2. So already we calculated the denominator of x, that will be the same for y also, right? So that will be coming as minus 1, right? So 8 minus root 3, 8 minus root 3 into root 3 will be equal to minus 5 by minus 1. So here you can see minus and minus will be cancelled out, and we get the value of y as equal to 5, right? So the coordinates of x and y are nothing but the coordinates of x and y, the point of intersection, are nothing but 4 root 3 and y, right? So if the coordinates of q over here is calculated, and that is 4 root 3 comma 5, and the coordinates of p is already known to you, okay? The coordinates of p are already known to you, and that is root 3 comma 2, root 3 comma 2. So these coordinates are known to you. This is for p and this is for q, right? Then what will be the length of pq, that is asked. So pq is what? pq is nothing but root over of x2 minus x1 whole square, right? So 4 root 3 minus root 3, 4 root 3 minus root 3 whole square plus 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 5 minus 2 whole square. This is the length of PQ. So which will be coming as root over of 4 root 3 minus root 3 is 3 root 3. 3 root 3 whole square, 3, 3, 9, 3, 27. 27. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 square is 9 plus 9. So this is coming as root over of 36. So this will give you the value 6 centimeter or 6 units. 6 unit is the length of PQ, which is calculated, where Q is the point of intersection of the two lines and P is the earlier point which is given to you, right students? So into this way we have solved this question, students, right? Any query you can put up into the comment box. I will try to respond it as early as possible, if not into this live session. Okay, thank you so much for being connected. Happy learning. Just try more questions on Cramer's rule, and for any query you can just put up into the comment box. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye. See you.